Welcome to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one was sent in by Glacier Wolf, and he's driving the Leopard 1 on a standard battle on mines. You know, some days you spawn south on mines and you just think to yourself, you know what, screw it, I'm going hill anyway. Before the match started, Glacier Wolf here was pinging the hill, and himself and the bat chat going to be moving up there, just thinking to themselves, well, we don't get to the hill first because North Spawn always gets to the hill first, but you know what, screw it, we want the hill, we're going to take the hill. Unfortunately, I don't think the bat chat is going to be quite loaded yet, but Glacier Wolf gets up there, doing some good damage to this WZ. WZ has had just about enough, and he starts to make a run for it. Glacier Wolf gets ammo racked and uses his repair kit now. Got an AMX on the right-hand side. Got to play this carefully as the WZ comes all the way around. He gets taken out. Batchat's got to be careful as a 1390 is looking to tear him a new one. Glacier Wolf has to hold his fire so that he doesn't hit the Batchat on his way by. 1390 gets taken out now. There's still a WZ 120 on the hill and an E100 looking like he's going to be threatening. It looks like nobody else really wants to make a move for the hill now, and that was a great little maneuver by these two medium tanks. Neither of them died, although the Batchat is now on 24 hit points. E100 had his shot and missed. This is going to show that even though North Spawn 90% of the time wins the hill, if you want it bad enough and you push for it hard enough, then you can also take it away from them. They wanted it more. They fought for it harder, and they took the hill. But now they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with the hill. For some reason, there's a lot of light and medium tanks camped in the H1 and H2 square on the far left-hand flank. Not really seen that before. Those guys would have been a lot better if they'd come to the hill with the two medium tanks here. If they'd had two AMX 1390s up on this hill in the first fight, they would have absolutely obliterated the enemy team. Rather, they've decided to camp on the number 1 line and do absolutely nothing. Well, the Batchat is still alive. Glacier Wolf's looking for some targets. They have taken the hill, but they haven't really been able to capitalize on it yet. Done about 800 points of damage to this E100, who was kind of just holding back the tide of the allied team at the moment. Not really sure how he's doing it. Although he's going to have to fall back now, he's going to start taking significant damage. The Batchat's lining up to fire as well. Glacier Wolf pokes himself out and he's able to get back into cover. E100 obliterates the Batchat now. E100 left with 1 hit point. We talked about this the other day. Very, very annoying, but Glacier Wolf just finishes him off for only his second kill now. But that is the big, well-armoured, lots of hit point target on the center eliminated now. That should allow the rest of the team to push over the top, although there is a Jagdpanzer E100 and a Jagdtiger in the background, so they haven't quite got free reign just about yet. Gonna have a look on this right hand side, as the allies don't really have a presence over there. When you're on the hill, the idea is basically just to get eyes on everybody, because you can cover the center, the right-hand side, and to a limited extent the left-hand side as well. And then you've got these rocks in front of you which are of great strategic importance to block line of sight from the tank destroyers that generally hang around on the A line. Glacier Wolf. Oh, sorry, the ST-1 just picking the map there, telling the tank destroyers to move out, considering there is absolutely nobody on the right-hand flank. Those two tank destroyers have been there for the last 4 minutes, probably not even fired a single shot. Glacier Wolf's able to get forward. He's probably been proxy spotted now, but it looks like the AMX 45, sorry, not the AMX, the VK 45B looking somewhere else. He starts to take fire now. Has a quick blind shot into the fog of war. Not sure if that one's going to land. And now it's just a case of waiting for those tank destroyers to move in from the right-hand side. As soon as they sort of come around the hill, that's going to be the moment when Glacier Wolf is going to have to make his move. Can't really push on before that. He's got a VKB to his left and 2 tank destroyers in front of him, kind of to the left. He does have the rocks to play it safe a little bit from these guys, but he can't really make that much of an impact himself. He's got to just kind of try and play it safe until these tank destroyers poke themselves around the crest of the hill. As soon as they move around, he can play a lot more aggressively. If they can take the attention of the tank destroyers, Glacier Wolf may be able to drop down and start doing some work. As it is, he's still trying to focus down this VKB. If he can take out the VKB, that's going to eliminate some of the crossfire that the enemy team has on him right now. There is a Foch moving forward to oppose the tank destroyers on that right-hand side. Glacier Wolf a little bit slow on the reflexes there. The VKB started to move, but he didn't quite track him quick enough. And here we go. The tank destroyer is now making a move around the hill on the right-hand side. So it's almost time for him to make his move. The Jagd Tiger is going to be a sitting duck out in the open like he is. But unfortunately, his corpse is going to form some great cover for the Jagdpanzer E-100. And like I said, with the tank destroyers making their move around that right-hand flank, and now the T-54 encroaching from the left-hand side, that's going to allow Glacier Wolf to drop down, move around, and start taking out some of these tanks. Somehow there is a full health IS-7 camped at the back here. He really should have been right at the front with the E-100 at the start. As it is, he's tried to play it carefully, and that hasn't really gotten him anywhere. Well, he's got 3 kills, so I think really I'm giving the guy some guff here, and he probably doesn't deserve it. We'll take a look at his score on the score screens at the end, and like I said, he probably doesn't deserve the flack that I'm giving him. He does have himself 4 kills, and he's the only real contender left on the enemy team. This Jagdpanzer E-100 is going to get absolutely obliterated by this 1390 and T-54 any moment now. Glacier Wolf, though, has got this guy dead to rights. He's getting shot after shot into his underbelly and then backing off and allowing somebody else to get shot by the IS-7. Got to be careful, though. He has heat ammunition loaded, and heat ammunition tends to get eaten for lunch by the IS-7's tracks. I'm going to try and move in and see if we can get some damage on the Jagdpanzer E-100. Jagdpanzer E-100, a tough nut to crack. AMX 1390 still trying to put shots into his side. The Jagdpanzer E-100 just stubbornly ignoring him, and that's his mistake. If he just kept himself pointed towards this direction, probably would have survived a hell of a lot longer. As it is, he is just getting flanked and taken apart. The vultures have descended, and that is the victory. So awesome game there by Glacier Wolf, showing that if you want it hard enough and you play for it well enough, you can win the hill even if you spawn south, and from there you can go on to great things. Picking himself up over 7,000 points of damage, only 3 kills, but a very, very well played game there by Glacier Wolf, playing tactically, soundly, and coming away with the victory. So awesome replay from you, thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. Just attach the replay file itself or the link to the What Replay website to the email, and I can check that one out for you. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you just thought it was fun, think about hitting that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content on this channel. I've been Maxwell, it's been a World of Tanks replay, and I'll catch you guys next time.